Today is a new day. Just gonna clean my toilet really fast here. I do it usually, but I'm becoming a bachelor soon. Well, I'm already a bachelor, but yeah, the person that I've lived with for a long time. Yeah, she's gonna go on to her new adventures. So I'm gonna show you something really interesting, but first, please, 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 be humble and kind. Subscribe. Thumbs up. I'll never know who subscribes. I can't, unless you leave me a comment, and your email address or something, because you want me to respond back to you. I never know who's subscribed, or I don't have access to that. It stays private, or thumbs up or stuff like that. The only time I ever know anybody that's subscribed to my channel is when they leave me a comment with the intent for me to respond back to them, so they'll leave me an email address. Please don't leave phone numbers. let's just keep it on email back and forth. Private. Keep your phone number private. So I'll keep mine private. And so this is gonna be weird, but so natural. I'm one of those organic dudes, right? Grow my own food, right? I don't buy the stuff in a box, a jar, a can, a bag. No, most of the food I eat from my garden. This is January, towards the end of January. I get produce from my garden every day. Eugene, Oregon. So we're 8B, so we can do that. Right? So my bees are out there flying all over the place. Right now they're out there bringing in pollen here in Eugene. Right? It's like 45 degrees or something out there, and they are busy as a bee. That's right. Bringing in the food. So more food they bring in, the less I have to pay to feed them, right? There's a lot of places where they have to feed during the winter because they can't do what my bees are doing. They're going out and getting their own stuff, right? So thank you very much, but I got my own stuff, thank you. So a lot of places, North Dakota, Canada, places that get really cold and lots of snow. There's everything that they can feed on, including the dirt, because bees will feed on the dirt. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Oh my gosh, again, I'm such a distractor of my own self. That's terrible. So I'm going to show you something. Don't let it freak you out. All animals do it. Is a human an animal? Well, got a kidney, right? Liver, organs. We got bodily functions, right? Everything's doing its thing, like other living things. And what comes in must go out. That's just life, man. So yeah, here we go, man. This is really healthy, though. So many people have a problem with hemorrhoids and colon cramps and all kinds of different things. Probably a lot of that has to do with the food, not enough fiber. But here's one thing that can help, though. So if you think about human beings, right? When we used to run for our lives, because things chasing us that want to eat us alive. Right? So when we're running around, we're scrubbing, we're foraging, we're eating, and we got to go to the bathroom. Looking around for lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! It's clear. All right. So what we do is we squat and run. For your own safety, you got to squat and run. Now, of course, there's no bears and lions and tigers and stuff in my humble abode here. humble abode commode, right? And so this is really important for some people, more than others, because the human analogy, we've evolved to drop and drop, double drop, right? Troop. Okay, I'm not. No, anything gonna chase me, right? So everything is lined up to go quickly and run quickly. So This is you can do your own research on this. This is a scientific proven thing, right? At the top of the pyramid, because that's where I live. I don't accept opinions and claims of this. And John told Ralph that, and Ralph told Mary, and Mary. By the time it gets to you, it's like it was nothing that it started out with. Started out as an apple, and you got a freaking elephant. You're going, did you get an apple? How come I got an elephant? So I don't pay much attention. In fact, I don't pay any attention to what people say. What I pay attention to is empirical reproducible evidence, and I look for the source of the evidence and how they came to the ethnicity of their conclusion, and I break that conclusion down, look at the way that they studied what the procedural studies and how they came to that conclusion, and then I make up my own mind. I don't need anybody to tell me the results. I can then analyze the results and the ethnicity of the results myself, right? And we should all do that, right? Because hearsay is about 90-something, 98% wrong. Wrong meaning it's partially true and partially not true. Well, might as well just tell me the untruth because I'm going to be confused with the partial true, right? Does 1 plus 1 equal 2? Or is 1 plus 1.5 equal 2 1/4? I don't know. Oh, got to put some glue on that thing. Anyway, so here it is. So what I do is when I go to try to avoid the lions and tigers and bears eating me, if I was around 10,000 years ago, is I grab this little stool. Used to use it for the kids. I repurposed it for this kid, right? So raises my feet up and put that puppy down right there, and I sit. No, it's not just sitting. It's about how you place your feet too. You want to get that angle as much as possible, right? So when I place my feet, I don't just go like that, right? I go on my tippy toes. Right? See the angle there? Now you think about if you're in the woods. That's about how it looks. The angle is about like that. And by adapting that procedure, there's not as much pressure on the tissue in the colon, and there's less pressure, right? Because gravity's doing most of the work. When you're just sitting like that, yeah, you really ain't got as much gravity as you need naturally for the way that we evolved, for that function to happen naturally, organically, right? And another thing that I do is I never use toilet paper. Never use toilet paper at all. No tissues, no wipes, no nothing. See this little handle right here? This little nubby, can you see it? I don't know if you can see that puppy or not. Well, let me turn you at an angle so I make sure that you can see that little bobby jobby thing there. See this little thing right there? Can you see it? Is my finger on it? Yeah, it's a little round knobby. Here, I'll just give you a close up. Is that all right? Yeah, let me bring you in closer to the commode. So see that thing right there? That is called a bidet. Now, what's a bidet? Those doggone Europeans always doing something weird. So, we had that toilet paper crisis, the COVID thing. I'd go to the store and, what the? No toilet paper? Go to another store, no toilet paper. I go to my brother's house, there it all is. It's stacked to his ceiling in his bathroom. He's the one that hoarded it. It's his kind of people that hoarded the toilet paper. My brother. His whole bathroom is wall to wall with toilet paper. It's still, he must have spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on toilet paper to get hoarders. So I thought, must be another way around here. So what I did is I went and bought what's called a bidet. I think they're like $45 or something like that. You can probably get them cheaper, whatever. And I think it took me like 5 minutes to install them. All of 5 minutes. That's how. Well, I gotta say I'm a pretty decent plumber. I know all the ins and outs pretty much, right? So, but the average person, could probably do it. If you've never done any plumbing, just follow the directions. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depends upon, what kind of skill sets you've had in the past. So I installed one here. Actually, I installed one in the other bathroom. I had one of my grandsons here. I think he was like about 12 or 11 at the time. And he saw me install it really quick, and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna check Papa's work there. Boy, he did that too fast." He goes, "Papa, leave the room. Let me check it." I left the room. I left that room, and I came right back. I came right in this room, and I had that installed 5 minutes. So by the time he got done with checking that one, he come here and see what I'm doing. He goes, "So you're gonna install that one in here, Papa?" I said, "No, I'm all done." He goes, "What?" He goes, "Okay, leave, Papa. I'm gonna check it." No leaks, everything worked fine. Right. So when I go to the bathroom, every time I go to the bathroom, I take a shower, and it's like a pressure hose, man. You gotta be careful. It's like put a hole in your skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, man, that's that's a more powerful shower than I'm used to over there. So yeah, you can adjust the pressure, right? Turning it. You can adjust it towards the front, get the front shower, or you can adjust it to the back and just get the underneath showered. And you just keep going, until it's all nice and showered up and all clean. And I use to dry. This is just for drying. What I use to dry. Now I made this one. Now you can get those. I just got a piece of stick I saw laying in the garage and dollar store, just a sponge. I just trimmed this one. I just made this one. This one hasn't been used. It hasn't been used yet. It's fresh from the store. It's okay. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Really, maybe. That's right. So I kind of trimmed the edges because it was a big round one. I just kind of trimmed it, to fit me. So I got a handle here. I put a handle on, right? That's right. My hand don't go down below the toilet ring. You know what I'm saying? No, the toilet paper days are over. You talk about more sanitary. First, you shower the area. What? Get showered. You take a pressure shower. Blows everything away. You know what I'm saying? Woo-hoo. And then to dry. And then you can buy these at the dollar store. Right? You can buy these at the dollar store. Got a stick on them. You don't go below the ring. Keep your hand out of the zone. No hand zoning, right? I was thinking, man, the old days, man, I give my hand, sometimes it turned out not so well. Little slippy doodah, the toilet paper, and bah, doggone it. Crap. Anyway, so that's how I sanitize myself when I go to the commode, right? And so when I just go number one, as my mama would say, "Did you go number one on the lid? You didn't put the lid up," right? So when I go number one, I got this little thing here. I just kept it from the sides of the thing you just saw, the thing that I made. I cut the sides off, and I kept them, repurposed them. I'm gonna show you how I repurposed them. Took those edges, the sides, because it was round. See, there's the round part. Right, and then I marked it with black ink so I always know which side to grab. I inked it pretty dark. I can even see it in the dark because this is lighter. I can see it even in the dark. And so, yeah, this was time for a bath. I use it to wipe the toilet, so it's dirty looking. And I just grabbed something from we feed the animals. We feed the animals. I feed the animals. Things are changing around here. I kept the lid. Put this part up, the edge part up, and so dab instead of doing toilet paper, because I don't like getting the drops on my underwear. You know what I'm saying? I'm a full sanitized kind of guy. I want no driplets around my giblets. I'm sorry. I'm a Sigma male. I can't help it. We just think that way. I'm actually a Sigma empath. Check out those dudes, man. We're weird. We're 0.2% of the human race. We are some weird puppies, man, I tell you. So weird, yeah, Sigma empath. You'll never understand a Sigma empath because they don't understand themselves. Well, actually, I do now because I did the research and I understand. I went, well, that sure explains a lot. That's why this happened that way and this way. But then I realized what a sigma empath was, and I says, oh, yeah, that happened that way, and that's for that reason, that reason. Well, that's cool. I like being a sigma empath. It's a cool character to be if you research. You go, I want one. Does Weimar have those ones special? So you got the ring, and I leave that hanging over the edge. Dab, 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 dab. Make sure nothing's gonna get on my shorts. Keep my shorts clean. Yeah, I keep all my shorts clean, clean. When I go to throw my shorts in the wash, it's just because it seems right, not because they got a problem, right? It's because damn, they're gonna get crusty if I wear them in, right? So dab 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 sits right there, right? Sits right there. The black marker, black marker, right? There's nothing black marker that rubs off. It stays there. I wash that thing and use sanitizer and I clean it now and then and I soap it and I get it all nice and sterilized and clean. I go, okay, you're ready for the next week. And so, yeah, I used to have lots of bowel problems, all kinds. I went and had my appendix removed because of bowel problems when I was in like early 30s, 30, I guess, maybe 32, whatever it was. And it was because of my diet. I had, so at 35, I went and had a colonoscopy. And man, it looked like everything was going to blow up. It was all blistered looking in there. My colon was all swollen. The veins were bulging out. It was in bad, bad, bad shape, right? And they found a precancerous polyp at 35, and they removed it. And I never changed my diet because the internet wasn't around yet, right? Hasn't taken off yet, and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, so I just kept on a lifestyle that I knew, right? That I was taught, that I grew up on. And so eventually, that lifestyle caught up with me. And it caused triple bypass. 6 months later, major back surgery because the inflammatory markers wasn't just in my colon, it was in my whole body. The colon wasn't the only thing suffering. I had a really unhealthy, what's called microgut biome. So, the whole body was inflamed for years, decades, probably since I was a kid. It just got worse. So I went and got a colonoscopy, I don't know, 3 years ago-ish or so. They wanted to put me to sleep. I said, no, no, no. No sleepy. I'm going to be awake. I want to look at the monitor because I want to do my own analytical process of reasoning of what I'm looking at because I know what I'm wanting to expect. I know what it needs to look like, so I kind of try to explain that to him. Yeah, we're used to putting everybody to sleep. I says, not today, you're not. Well, let me go talk to the doctor. I said, well, you go talk to your doctor, and then I'll talk to him. And he comes back and says, okay. So I had like three, include the doctor. There was three people in the room when the colonoscopy was going, and I'll be doggone, man. They gave me this stuff for 3 days. Oh my gosh, I was going all the time cleaning that. That poor bottom part looked so purple from going all the time, So that before the colonoscopy, but once he got past the purple, the swelling of going constantly, man, it looked just like I wanted it to look. It was gray, right? When I was 30 something, it was blown up red, blistered looking, looked terrible. This time, gray matter, perfect what you want to see in a colonoscopy. You want that lining of your colon to be a beautiful gray. And so the doctor's going in, I'm looking at it, I go, oh! I says, oh, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I said, that looks really good, looks healthy. And he's going, huh, yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I said, I bet you ain't gonna find nothing in there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He's going through there, and he's going slow, and he's like, I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna make this boy wrong. He's going through. I'm watching where he's going. He's seeing what I'm seeing. We're looking at the same camera, right? Same screen monitor. Yeah, we'll see. He gets all the way up as far as that thing will go. Then he starts to back out and he covers a different section, different angle, come back out. And I'm watching all that. Man, clear as a, oh my gosh, perfect. It was a colon that I was born with before I started getting poisoned. Right? Gray matter allows for wonderful transfer of nutrients, all the stuff you need, right? If you got a healthy gut biome, you get all that. You got that gray matter, healthy colon, gray matter going on. It grabs really cool foods that you really need to absorb for your body, transfers that right into the veins behind it, and boom, man, you get fed. Yeah, isn't that cool? Oh, I just gave a lesson on colonoscopies. Okay, got sidetracked again. I do that a lot, man. I do that a lot. Sidetracked. It's just one thing flows. It's like a natural river, right? Just wait for that damn waterfall to show up. Ah! Right. So yeah, this is a really cool way to change your potty routine, right? Take it up a notch. Right. You'll appreciate it over time once you adapt, adjust to a new routine. Because it took me a while to find, because this is all personalized. Nobody showed me this stuff. This is all, everything that I showed you, I personalized for me. Because what made sense up here. I didn't see it on a boob tube or a Reddit or read it or opinion or claims or, no, I just, I enjoy being deeply self-analytical, not only critical of myself and what I choose to believe or not believe. I criticize that about myself. I also criticize what I hear. And I keep criticizing it until it gets into a small package. And I look at that, what's left. After critiquing everything, what's left, I go, does that have any value? And I make a decision, yay or nay. If it doesn't, I go, and move on to some other topic or some other thing. Anywho, I hope you learned something about to help keep yourself healthier. Because if you have a healthy gut biome, right, you treat it kindly, it'll treat you kindly all the way up to here. Because your brain and your gut biome work together in harmony. You have actually a little brain in your gut that actually communicates with your brain, whether it be the cerebral cortex, where it connects, or the hippocampus. I think it's more the primitive part of the brain. Anyway, so you got those little neurons in your gut. You got brain cells in your gut. And so when you get hungry, it sends signals to your brain, and it's sending it back there, and you're getting these cramps. So this little brain in here is making little crampy feelings, telling you you're hungry. It's demanding that you eat. It's telling, these little cells are telling you when you're hungry, and they're telling you when to eat. What I did is I said, hush, little ones. The big boys got the room. So when I feel those hunger pains, I know what's going on. I understand the process of those hunger pains, and I ignore them. I ignore them. And they're just acting like little brats. Well, fine then, I'm trying to keep giving you some of the hunger pains. Well, whatever, little ones. And trust me, they're little. There's trillions of those little ones in there. So, literally trillions. Yeah, I forgot how many trillions. It don't matter. I think there's over 300 trillion little guys in our bodies. Makes up our bodies, something like that. And yeah, this is going to really save you a lot of money on toilet paper. What is that? What is that crap nowadays? Toilet paper, right? You pay money to flush money down the drain. Does that make any sense at all? At all? You pay money to flush money down the toilet. Excuse that. My mouth rained. So once I came up with this, hallelujah, amen. No more money on that $20 toilet paper, $30 or $40, whatever it is now, right? Now, my ex-wife, she still uses it today. She could not adapt herself to the function of a bidet, even though it's designed for her. It's designed for women, right? It gets the back and the front for women. but she just wants to stick with the old routine of toilet paper. I said, okay. So she's been the only one that's used toilet paper in this house for years. Not this boy. I take that money and go buy a tool or something. Buy something that will build a building or construct something or get some food for the bees or get some new seeds or something, right? Use it for some, I reassert that money somewhere else that's going to give me something in return instead of just flushing my money down the toilet. Hello. Get a bidet. Today, get a bidet. Today, get a bidet. And actually, I'll show you how to install it. It's really simple. I'm not even sure it took me even 5 minutes. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to take this out. Oh, the rubber band came with it. I'm using an old tripod that I used to have, the old cameras, you know, the big heavy, the ones that paid, those big old heavy VCR cameras, you know, the big VCR tapes. You know, those cameras that weighed like an elephant. I'm bad at metaphors. I'm telling you what, I sell them all the time. So here it is. Here's how you install a bidet. Oh, I'm not sure if I can switch that or not. Ooh, can I? No. Okay, so here it is. It's really simple. Oh, I need to clean behind that. So you just take the nuts out of your toilet lid there. Underneath there, and you hold something underneath and you screw these out. Boom, the toilet lid comes off. And you make sure your tank is empty, right? I'm not sure if you got enough light there or not, but you make sure you got to empty your tank out, right? And you got a cup or something. You take the hoses off from because there's the water comes into your toilet, but you only take the one off to your tank, right? So you screw that one off, and the bidet comes with an elbow or a T, whatever. Was it a T? Yeah, it's a T. So the elbow comes with the T. You can see the TT. See the T right there. And so you'll take this off of up here, and then this T that comes with your bidet, hooks up, and it just runs. This line runs down through here. I gotta clean behind this toilet. It's messy. That's okay. Another day. So then it just runs up in here, and you got your little thingy here. You know, you can get really high pressure. And you can adjust the angle so you can wash the front, or you can turn it to wash the underneath, the back, kind of like, you know. So it's for going potty number 1, going potty number 2, whatever one you want. And so of course you got to make sure you turn your water valve off. And that is really it, man. So what I used was called plumber's tape. So anytime you can see the plumber's tape right there. So it's a little white tape, and you want to put that on there because that'll really prevent leaks down the road. Yeah, so make sure you use plumber's tape. Oh yeah, it did come with plumber's tape. So I think both of these came with plumber's tape, but I chose to use the plumber's tape that I had. I used to have an appliance business for 30 years, my own appliance business, and so I had a lot of plumber's tape. I was always installing dishwashers and repairing them, and just all kinds of stuff. So I had all that stuff. So I'm a major appliance tech. I got a degree, associates in major appliance technology repair. Did that for 43 years. Not 43 years. I'm not that old. For 30 years, and that's what I used to make a living for, 30 years or something. And so I'm going to make some podcasts actually of so washer ain't draining, a washer ain't spinning, dryer ain't drying, a refrigerator ain't running. So yes, subscribe. I'm going to put all my podcasts eventually. I'm going to have more than 10,000. So all my podcasts are going to be in playlists, and the playlist is going to have their own name. So if you got a problem with your washer or dryer or applying something, or you've got a problem with someone, I'm also going to talk about some psychology and how to get along with people, and then how not to get along with people. Sometimes you just got to tuck your tail and run, because ain't nothing you can do, nothing you can say, nothing you can offer, nothing. To sometimes in situations there's nothing you can do, and it's best to just turn around and walk away. Yeah. And so I'll be talking about that kind of stuff too. So there'll be a long playlist, and you can just select whatever topic. I'm also like when cars don't start, I'm a decent mechanic. I got a couple of EVs and I've never taken them to the shop for any repairs. I think I've had them for 4 years, 5. something. And anytime a problem pops up, I fix it myself. I've had them die a couple of times. I'm like, what? What is wrong with this thing? So I got in there and grabbed my ohm meter, my multimeter, and found out what it was and said, oh, it was the battery. Boy, and this, so the EVs have a 12-volt battery, just like a regular ICE car. An ICE car is internal combustion engine, right? So they have a 12-volt battery that actually initiates all the start of everything. It turns everything on, like your start button on your car. It turns on your radio. So you need to have your car battery working at a certain amps and volts for your car to even start. So that anytime, even your ICE car, your regular car, so anytime your car don't start, it's good to have an ohm meter. And oh, I'm going to give a class on that too. So anyway, I'm talking about the toilet today. Oh, I get so tired. I get so tired. I sidetracked. I just have so many things that I've learned, and I'm of different topics. I probably have 1,000 something different topics that I've done already. Right? I replaced my own roof, and anyway. So you have a good day, and subscribe and help my channel grow. That would be so humble and kind of you to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And you have a good day. Bye now.